Hello everybody, welcome to my course called Learn 200 Words starting with the letter A to Z. Overview. These lessons are meant for students planning to appear for the TOEFL, IELTS, SAT, GRE exams or anyone who wishes to improve their English vocabulary in the next 3 months. So join me while I explain the lesson plan for this lesson, which will be, the entire course will deal with words from the letter A to Z. Each of these lessons will cover 200 words. So, from lesson 1 to 10, in the letter B, you will build 200 words towards your vocabulary goal. By the time you reach the letter Z, you will be richer by 5,200 words. And now, not counting the words that you already know. So let's begin. But before we start, let me tell you a little about myself. My name is Salma and I have done my BS Communications from Bangalore University. I teach spoken English and business communications. I have been doing it for a long time now. I love to travel, I love books, and I grow my own food. Please send me your comments, suggestions, feedback to the link posted below. Okay, let's begin. Why is vocabulary development so important? You may be asking the question before you start. Let me tell you what I feel. Since comprehension also means understanding, is the ultimate goal of reading, you cannot underestimate the importance of vocabulary development. Second, words are the currency of communication. To communicate, you obviously need to have a good vocabulary or words that convey your ideas and your intention. Thirdly, a robust vocabulary. A robust vocabulary means an expansive vocabulary improves all areas of your communication, whether it be listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The second question on your mind would most probably be, how do I remember new words? Well, remembering new words is always a challenge to new learners, but let me give you a few tips that will help you remember new words. First, you practice writing the word and its definition often. 2. Practice saying the word. Pronunciation is also the key to get the word right. 3. Try to learn the word and its meaning the first time you see it. 4. Make up a sentence you can understand using the word correctly. So, writing, knowing the definition, saying the word, that's pronunciation. 4 is knowing the meaning, that's also the definition, and trying to recall it and grasp it the first time you see it. And fourthly, making a sentence in which you can express yourself much better. But I will be giving you a few examples of the sentences that I've made for each word as well. Let's move on. Lesson 1, letter B. We are going to deal with 20 words in the letter B. Let's get started. First one, balk, means a verb. The meaning means to stop, block abruptly. When you put it in a sentence, it will read, Edna's boss balked at her request for another raise. 2. Ballad is a noun. Definition is a love song. So in a sentence, it would read, Greta's boyfriend played her a ballad on the guitar during their walk through the dark woods. Banal is an adjective. The definition is dull, commonplace. When you put it in a sentence, it will read, the client rejected our proposal because they found our presentation banal and unimpressive. Next one, balderdash is a noun, which means senseless talk or writing nonsense. So, in a sentence, it would read, she dismissed talk of plots as balderdash. Baleen is a noun, which means a whalebone. So in a sentence, it will read, the baleen plates of a Greenland whale are on display in the museum. Next, baleful is an adjective. The definition, which is threatening, harm, menacing. When you put it into a sentence, it will read, Bill shot a baleful glance in her direction. Next one is bashful, which is an adjective. So in a definition, it will read, reluctant to draw attention to oneself, shy. In a sentence, it will read, here is everything you need to know, but have been too bashful to ask. Next on, beguile is a verb. The definition is charm or enchant someone often in a deceptive way. So when you put it into a sentence, it will read, he beguiled the voters with his good looks. Next one, behemoth is a noun. And in the definition, it will read, a huge or monstrous creature. So when we put it into a sentence, it will read, shoppers are now more loyal to their local shops than to faceless behemoths. Next one, benevolent is an adjective. The meaning would read, well-meaning and kindly. In a sentence, it would read, he was something of a benevolent despot. Ballyhoo is a verb. What does ballyhoo mean? It means praise or publicize extravagantly. So in a sentence, it will read, each company ballyhoos its product as though it were the most outstanding in all creation. Have you ever noticed any ballyhoos in your life? Well, if you do, make a sentence quickly. Get on with it. Next one, balneology is a noun. What does that mean? The study of medicinal springs and the therapeutic effects of bathing in them. Interesting, isn't it? Put it into a sentence. It is considered to be the first comprehensive publication in the field of balneology. Next, balsam is a noun. It means a herbaceous plant cultivated for its helmeted pink or purple flowers. So, when we put it into a sentence, it will read, balsam is grown in our school garden. Simple sentence, isn't it? The key is to make your sentences simple and quick to formulate. Next one, baluster, noun. Definition, a short decorative pillar forming part of a series supporting a rail or coping. So, in a sentence it would read, the dining table had baluster legs in English oak. Next on, benign is an adjective. Definition, favorable, not threatening, mild. So in a sentence it will read, we were all relieved to hear that the medical test determined that her tumor was benign. Next on, berate is a verb. In a definition, it will be to scold vehemently. So in a sentence it will read, the angry boss berated his employees for failing to meet their deadlines. Next, bereft is an adjective. Definition, devoid of, without. In a sentence it will read, his family was bereft of food and shelter following the tornado. Next, beseech is a verb. Definition, to beg, plead, implore. So in a sentence it will read, the servant beseeched the king for food to feed his starving family. Next, bias is a noun. In a definition it will read, a tendency, inclination, prejudice. So in a sentence, the judge's hidden bias against smokers led him to make an unfair decision. Next one, bilk, is a verb. which means to cheat, defraud. So in a sentence it will read, the lawyer discovered that this firm had bilked several clients out of thousands of dollars. Well, let's recap on the smart tips that I told you before we started. First is listen to the word. Then you should be writing the word the moment you hear it. Spelling is very important. 3 is the definition. What does it mean? What is it trying to convey? 4th, saying it, pronouncing it. Did you get the pronunciation right? Check it once again. Maybe you can pause the video and play it again. And last but the most important aspect, you have to create your own sentence. Make a sentence or memorize the sentences that I've already done for you. Well, let's wrap up with a little bit of fun. So let's enjoy the entertaining side of the English language. So there's something funny that I want to tell you, and it's a bit of trivia that you need to know. Did you know that the word swims will be swims even when turned upside down? Did you get it? Let me repeat it again. Did you know that the word swims will be swims even when turned upside down? Now get out your pencil and paper and write it and turn the paper upside down. Ha ha ha. Isn't that interesting? Well, if you like this lesson, please share it with your friends and do write to me with your comments, suggestions and feedback. I look forward to receiving what you feel about these lessons. Till we meet again, keep smiling. Thank you and bye for now.